We are back in the bathroom again today because it is finally time to finish this space, and I can't wait to bring you guys along with me in the entire process. Right now I'm standing in the first half of the bathroom, which we pretty much tackled in the first part where I did part 1 of this bathroom makeover. So today's video is primarily going to focus on this second half of the bathroom right here, which is weird that this is like a separated little thing where the vanity is then separate from like the shower and toilet area. So we're kind of dealing with how do we make these two spaces cohesive. We have a couple DIYs that I want to tackle. So let me tell you what I think we want to start with. So this is the area right here that I want to tackle first. It's this little shelving part that's right next to the toilet right here. I want to do something really cool up in this top portion. And then obviously these wire shelves are just not cute. So I want to do a renter-friendly hack to cover those up as well. And then of course, we're gonna do all sorts of styling because this mismatch of towels and toilet paper and things just doesn't look good. Now we're in the craft room, which means it is building time for this project. I picked up this 2x4 sheet of sanded plywood. I'm just going with some basic plywood because this is a renter-friendly project. We want this to be affordable. So I got the 2x4 sheets because these will fit in my car, and I have power tools here to cut them down. But you could always go in with your cut sheet and have them cut down your shelf boards when you go into the hardware store. So what we gotta do is I got my little sheet of how I wanna make these boards, like the sizes of them. So all of them are gonna be a 13-inch depth that I cut out of the sheet of plywood. That way they're nice and uniform. But I did have to measure each width of the shelf individually because the walls are not level. So that is definitely a good tip to keep in mind. All right, I have my little shelf pieces, and then I also cut out some front panels that are going to then attach together so this looks really nice and clean. And I think what we're gonna do is we're gonna use a little bit of glue and my brad nailer to attach these together. I think that's just gonna be the quickest and easiest way to do this so we can keep moving this project forward. Let's do this thing, woo! Our shelves are turning out super nice, and now we're on to my favorite part of the whole process, which is staining. And we're gonna go with my all-time favorite stain. I pretty much use it for every single project. And if you've been watching for a while, you've probably already guessed it, and that is Early American. I just love the look of this stain. I just think it's the perfect medium brown color and always works, especially when you're going for a more kind of antique type of look. I don't know. I just love it. I always gravitate toward it, and it's just always my tried and true. All right, well, those shelves are drying and they look really, really good already. I'm so excited for how this is just gonna improve this area so much. But I had another idea to do something maybe a little bit crazy, and that is to add an arch shape above this opening to make it look a little bit more intentional, like a cool styling moment. I've seen Tina do this before, and it turned out really, really great on her channel, and I want to try to do something here too because I love the arch trend, and I think this is like the perfect little nook to do something and add a little bit of character into this bathroom. And again, we're gonna try to make this as renter friendly as possible. So in order order to get that perfect arch shape, I got my pencil, a little piece of string with 2 loops on the end, and we're making a little DIY compass. So I put a little push pin into the board. You could also use a screw instead. And I found my center point and the tallest that I want that arch to go. And I'm gonna just take this pencil and this pin here, and we're just gonna draw out this arch shape. That's gonna look so good. All right, so we're gonna need to do 2 different cuts here. We're gonna have to cut out just this basic shape that we used for the wall. Then we're gonna have to get out the jigsaw to cut out that arch, and I am really excited. I think this is gonna look so cute. Okay, let's go back outside into the heat. The shelves and arches? The shelves and arch are coming together so well, and while those are drying, I want to start the next DIY, and this is one that I'm so excited about and so renter friendly, and it's a great way to upgrade a builder grade mirror like the one that I have behind me here, and we're gonna find a way to make this removable. I'm still trying to figure that part out, and what I want to show you right now is what I picked out to make this frame, and it is this beautiful wood with this nice little rope kind of braid type trim. I really love how this looks, and I think it's gonna look really good for our mirror and tie in the pattern of the wallpaper. Let's go and let's DIY. Hello, can you hear me? As if we haven't done enough wallpapering in this little space, I had an idea to do one more thing in here, and that is add some faux grass cloth looking contact paper to this cutout portion of the vanity. Not sure if I'm gonna like this. I picked this up pretty cheap off Amazon though, so if it's like a fail and we think it looks ugly, no hard feelings, we'll take it down. But I think it adds a nice little texture that kind of updates the space just a little bit, and I think it looks really kind of cute. So I'm gonna cut out some pieces, I'm gonna stick them on using my little wallpapering kit, and I think it's gonna be cute. I really do. I have my fingers crossed. You'll have to let me know in the comments what you think about this one. If I just go for the whole sheet?
Yep, do it.
Because that's just what's happening. I guess we're going for the whole sheet at once. Oh no. All right, here we go. It's a brand new day. We're on to day 2 of this bathroom makeover. Yesterday was such a DIY heavy day, and I'm feeling so tired from all of those projects all in one day, but I know that this is gonna look really good. Everything has dried really well overnight, so now we're to the install. So we're gonna start with tackling these shelves, kind of like where we started yesterday, and I wanna get the archway up first. I think that's gonna be the easiest place to start. And so what I'm gonna do is install some little support boards, and we're just gonna use the brad nailer to nail these into the wall, and then they'll just be really easy to pull away and fill a teeny tiny nail hole when it is time to leave. And since it's so lightweight, I'm not worried about this falling down or anything. We're gonna cross our fingers that that archway fits up in this area, because I am very nervous about that part. I'm very nervous about this part because I know this is going to be a tight fit. It's going to take some forcing, I know it. Here we go. Oh wait, I didn't take the painter's tape down. There we go. Ah. What side do I do first? So we got to kind of get it up first. That side is pretty much on there.
There it is.
Almost. I might use this mallet. We're almost there, almost there. This is a lot easier than I thought it would be. It's kind of loud though. Got it. It fits. It looks so good. It looks so cool.
You could probably just leave it like that.
Honestly, yeah, this is literally not going anywhere. Okay. Let me look at it first. Yeah, it looks so good. I do need to touch up the supports in there though. All right, shelf number 1. I already tried to do a dry fit of this, and it was not the easiest. So let's see if I have it down yet, the skill. I saw that if I kind of go like this and we start at the bottom, maybe. Yep. You kind of go like this. Oops, that would have been really smooth if I would have got it in the first try. And like that. That looks really nice. Oh, I already know that I love this so much more than the wire shelves. This looks so put together. All right, let's pop this one out. The shelves turned out so good. I'm so happy with how they look. It has totally upgraded this space already. It's already feeling so much more homier in this room, and I just love it. Now, the next thing we want to address is this towel bar. In part 1 of this video, I asked for some feedback on what you think I should do in this area, because the towel bar above the toilet is not ideal. And I had thrown out a couple ideas, like putting some art up here, a shelf, or just keeping the towel bar. And in the end, we did a lot of thinking about just how this space is utilized, and while this is not the most practical, it's not the most aesthetic, it really is the only functional place to hang a towel in this bathroom, especially if we're going to be hanging 2 towels up in this bathroom. So the towel bar is going to have to stay, but not a chrome shiny towel bar. Since we're switching out a lot of the fixtures, I want to switch this out to a black towel bar, and I think just that small change is going to really elevate and upgrade this room. One thing we're gonna have to do is swap out the hardware, but we're gonna make sure that we don't misplace this hardware, because the old towel bar is gonna have to go up when we move out. So we're gonna keep the screws in place. We don't have to put any new holes in the wall. We just have to replace the brackets. So we ran into a slight problem with this plan. I thought this was gonna go without a hitch, but I realized because they've really had these cinched into the wall and pretty much looks like they've been painting around the hardware for years. It took off a lot of drywall and there's a nice ring and you can see it when you add in the new hardware. So I think we're gonna have to do a little minor wall repair. Is this making this project even worth it? We can just put the old towel bar back up. No. We have to do it. We have to make it look good. The black towel bar looks so much better than the chrome one. Okay, it's fine. It's fine. Now that that towel bar is installed, let's go and install our DIY mirror frame. And it turned out so good. If you want to look at what I did though, off camera, I painted some black around the edge. That's just because this will be reflected into the mirror, so the black will make that just look nice and seamless and invisible. And now what I'm gonna do is just take some command strips and we're gonna use that to attach this up to the mirror. So it's super removable and renter friendly. I did some research. Command strips do work on glass, which is all I need to know. I think this is gonna work probably the best given the fact that this mirror is butted right up against the counter and not a whole lot of room around the edges to work with. And we're gonna just put them right along the edges of this frame and tack it up there. I hope this works. That's it. I got some bad news for you. Those top ones aren't touching the mirror at all. Okay, so that was a DIY fail moment, but in sake of transparency to tell you exactly how I'm gonna fix this was instead of putting the command strips up at the top where they were not even touching the mirror, I just used a hairdryer to get that adhesive to loosen up, peeled them off very carefully, and then restuck them on the sides instead. This is gonna work a lot better because this is guaranteed to line up with our mirror here. Get it up here, get it there. This is gonna work. I can feel it in my soul. We are on the final stretch of this makeover, which is so exciting because all of the DIYs and fixtures are in place. So what I'm holding right here is, if you might not have already guessed it, it's the shower curtain, and this is what I went with. It's from Target. It is very basic. I've pretty much seen this shower curtain everywhere, and while I wanted to do something kind of unique, this one was the best one that I could find that kind of matched what I felt like looked like the pattern in our wallpaper that we have picked out. So I think this is just a really great element to tie this half with the vanity area in with the bathroom half. As you probably know, my favorite part of any makeover is the rug because I feel like that's what ties the whole space together. When I found this one, I instantly knew, and this just kind of determined all of the colors that I wanted to see in the space, and I just think this is so good. I'll be sure to link this below. I just found it on Amazon, and it's such a high quality rug, and it's so pretty. It looks so good with the cabinetry and the wallpaper and everything like that.
Be wrapped around your arms instead of being lonely. We could be gazing at the stars, but now it feels just like I wandered off into a room and closed the door behind me. I never gave the key to you, even though I wanted to. I should be trying something new, but now my body's aching. I'm tired of dwelling in the dark, it's just that my heart can't take it. I didn't know what it would cost me when I let you go. I feel alone, and I'm just singing, It should have been you. Another time, another place, I just know. It could have been you. just don't know what to do. It should have been you. I could be driving to your place, but now the ground is shaking. Could be a phase, but it feels like it will never go away until we make up. I can't be myself. I never knew how much I needed you. It should have been you. Another time, another place, I just know. It could have been you. What a crime and what a shame to let you go. Sometimes I just don't know